Good morning and welcome to Quick Tip Tuesday's BBB webinar series designed with your accredited business in mind. Our goal here with Quick Tip Tuesdays is to provide you information that can benefit your accredited business, your employees, and even your customers. My name is Pam Anson. I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator here at Better Business Bureau. Today, we're going to talk about the top scams of 2016 based on BBB Scam Tracker. You might wonder, how could scams affect our business? Well, scams affect everyone. And this is a great opportunity to go over and think about how a scam might target our business, how it could target your employees, and you might even hear your customers talking about it. It's just a great thing to go over and remember. We're going to start with the fifth scam, which is our tech support scam. And how this scams work is you receive a call or you get a pop-up on your screen, your computer screen, claiming that there is a virus on your computer. Often the company or pop-up will claim to be from Microsoft, and they're going to ask for access to your computer, and all you need to do is pay a fee to fix the problem. If you give these scammers access to your computer, they can steal passwords, files, install malware, or steal other sensitive information. If you ever get a phone call like that, please remember that Microsoft will never call you or post a pop-up asking for you to call them. You want to remember to never allow these individuals access to your computer, and you never want to give out passwords or other personal information over the phone to someone that you don't know. A good way to keep ahead of these is to make sure that your computer has up-to-date virus protection, and make sure that you don't use the same passwords for all your accounts. Make sure that they're complex with a mixture of numbers and letters and symbols. If you do need work on your computer, just make sure you verify tech companies at bbb.org/Cleveland. And lastly, if you do get a pop-up, just shut down your computer and run a scan to see if there's anything wrong with your computer. The fourth popular scam are government grant scams that were reported last year. How this scam works is you could receive a call, letter, even a text message, email saying that you've received a free government grant because you have never filed bankruptcy, you've never had any fraud, or maybe you were just picked at random. And what's going to happen is they're going to ask you to send or wire money. Typically, they ask for about a few $100s, and the grant is worth about $10,000. They'll even go as far as asking for iTunes gift cards to make payment. And when they ask you for money, they'll say that the money that you send them is for processing fees, tax delivery for the grant. Often they'll ask you to go to Walmart and do a Walmart to Walmart wire transfer so you can't trace the money. If you ever get a call like that, please remember that the government won't contact you to award you a grant. Grants are very limited, and you want to remember to never wire or send money or buy gift cards for a free grant. And you don't want to totally rely on caller ID alone. Often these scammers do something called spoofing, where they manipulate the phone number on your caller ID. And it can make it look like it's coming from the government, Washington, D.C., even somewhere in your area. Remember, again, you don't want to give out your personal information to people you don't know. And if you are looking for grant opportunities, even though they are limited, you can visit grants.gov for a list of real grant opportunities. Our third most popular scam last year was our phony debt collectors. And you'll receive a call or letter from someone claiming to work on behalf of a loan company, payday loan company, or a cash advance company. And they might state that you have an overdue payment. They could even state that the overdue payments are from family members or significant others. And these scammers feed off emotions, so they might threaten you with wage garnishments, lawsuits, jail time if you do not pay this debt immediately. They definitely stress that they want action immediately. If you get a call like this or a letter like this, it's okay. Just avoid providing or confirming any account information over the phone, and just ask the caller to verify their name and company information. You have the right to ask for a validation notice, which is just a letter stating what your debt is and how much you owe to prove the debt. Check your credit report for any outstanding debts. You can go to annualcreditreport.com to view these debts. And you can also verify loan companies. That's what we're here for. You can research a company at bbb.org to verify a specific company that might call you. Our second most popular scam is the sweepstakes scam. And as much as we all would like to win a sweepstakes, unfortunately that doesn't always happen. How this scam works is you might receive a call or a letter stating that you have won a large sum of money. The letter or caller will ask you to please send or wire money via wire transfer, prepaid debit card. They may also send you a check in the mail, and they'll ask you to deposit that check and then wire the money. What happens there is it could take weeks to determine that the check that they sent you for that prize is a fake check. Now you're out the money that you've sent them, along with any bounced check fees. So if winning a prize, just remember you don't want to pay money for a prize that you did not enter. And you also don't want to pay money for a free prize. Many of these scammers use legitimate companies like Publishers Clearinghouse to try to trick us. If you have any questions, you can always go to the Publishers Clearinghouse website. And remember, don't cash checks from unknown sweepstakes. And last but not least, the #1 scam reported last year was the tax collection scam. Though we have seen a dramatic decrease following the arrest of dozens of telemarketers in India in the fall of 2006, this was still a very predominant scam, and with tax season coming up, it's great to go over. How this scam works is you get a call from someone claiming to be from the IRS and that you owe the IRS money from back taxes. And as I said previously, these scammers will feed on our emotions and they will threaten you with wage garnishments, lawsuits, and jail time. They're going to ask you to send or wire prepaid debit cards and even gift cards. And they want action immediately as well. The IRS is never going to call you over the phone demanding immediate payment or threatening arrest. They will notify you by mail. The IRS will never ask for a credit card over the phone, and the IRS will never ask to wire or pay money with a prepaid debit card or a gift card. If you have any questions about any scams we talked about, we have a lot of great resources. You can always contact us at bbb.org/Cleveland, and even if we don't know an answer, we will try to point you in the right direction. You can file complaints at the FTC. You can register your phone for the Do Not Call list at donotcall.gov. If you do have any questions about legitimate grants, you can visit grants.gov. As well, if you have any questions with the IRS, you can visit the irs.gov. If you have questions about your credit report, and if maybe you do have any debts, feel free to visit annualcreditreport.com. And last but not least, we ask that if you have any scams, you can report those to our BBB Scam Tracker. Scam Tracker was launched last year, and it's a really great resource. You go to bbb.org/Scam Tracker, and you post a few you can post your scam, and it's really neat that you can see different scams that are trending all over the country. Here's an example of what a scam tracker looks like. This was posted about tech support scam, which we did talk about. They put in the date that was reported, postal code, the business name if they used a different name, the dollars lost, and a description about the scam. If you'd like to keep up to date with information about scams for you or your employees, you can sign up for free text alerts. Just text scam to 24587 and standard text messaging rates do apply. I just want to go over a few more tips before the end of our presentation today. Please remember, don't give out your personal information to anyone over the phone. Also, don't wire or send prepaid debit cards or buy gift cards. That is definitely a red flag. Don't succumb to pressure. If a company wants your money today, they'll want it tomorrow as well, and that will give you time to do some research on the company. And remember, don't rely on caller ID alone to identify who is calling. The caller ID spoofing is widely used with scammers. And remember, do your research. Google the name of the business, their phone number, check with us at bbb.org. And remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And as always, you can report scams to our BBB Scam Tracker at bbb.org/scam tracker. Is there any questions today? Well, if there is no questions, I thank you so much, and please feel free to contact us if you have any other further questions about this webinar. Thank you so much and have a great day.